empty cans, and I'll be damned, your shit was never packed. Did your boots stop working? Did your truck break down? Did you burn through money? Did your ex find out? Where there's a will and there's a way, and I'm damn sure you lost it. Didn't even say goodbye, just wish I knew what cost it. Was the whiskey flowing? Were you in a fight? Did the nurse come get you? What's your alibi? I made my way back to LA, and that's where you'll be forgotten. In 40 years you'll still be here, drunk, wash up in Austin. Hell of a bluff, you had me believing.
Hi you guys, so this is Katie Can Line Dance, and this is a tutorial lesson for a dance that I created with some of Dasha's choreography called Washed Up in Austin, to the song Austin by Dasha. So if you guys have been anywhere near line dance TikTok in the last week or so, you have seen this line dance, and it is awesome. I created a little bit of a version that's a little more bar dancer friendly, but it's inspired by and very close to the choreography that Dasha put on herself. So if you do this dance or the TikTok version, you will rotate in the same direction. There's no tags, no restarts. You'll be facing the same wall as someone doing this dance if you're doing the TikTok version. So very close, just an option for someone who's a little more advanced in line dancing and expecting something a little closer to what you would see in a honky tonk. So let's get started. First 8 counts of this dance, we're going to be starting with our right foot. And by the way, I have a bandana on my right hip so you can tell which foot is which. The first 8 counts of this dance are exactly how Dasha wrote it. So we're going to do right heel on 1, replace. And on 2, we're going to do a left heel and replace. On 3, I'm going to stick my foot out to the side, my right foot out pointed to the right side. On 3 and, I'm going to flick my right foot in front of me and my heel over to the side, and I'm going to slap it with my right hand. On 4, I'm going to put my right foot down, back down to the side. On 4 and, I'm going to flick my right foot behind me, and I'm going to slap my right foot again behind me with my left hand and put it, start to bring it back down on 5. So the first 4 counts, we go 1, right heel, and 2, and 3, and 4, and. On 5, I'm going to step my right foot down in front of me, forward, 5. On 6, I'm going to turn a half turn over my left shoulder and shift my weight onto my left foot. 6. That's a pivot turn. Then I'm going to do one more pivot turn. Same thing. Step forward with my right and pivot turn on my left. 7 and 8. So this full 8 counts. We do 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8. Now for the styling on that, Dasha likes to do a lasso over her head. I do that sometimes. I think it's really fun on those 2 pivot turns, so feel free to go ahead and do that and style however you want to. The rodeo. Our second count of 8. We just finished the 2 pivot turn, pivot turn, pivot turn. We're going to do 2 wizard steps forward. So I'm going to step forward. This is where it starts to be different than the TikTok version. I'm going to step forward and diagonal with my right foot on 1. On 2, excuse me, I'm going to take my left foot and I'm going to lock it behind me. And on 2 and, I'm going to step forward with my right foot. And we're going to do the same thing on the left side. On 3, I'm going to step forward to the left diagonal. On 4, I'm going to lock my right foot behind me. And on 4 and, I'm going to step out with my left foot. So those 4 counts look like 1, 2, and 3, 4, and. From here, we're going to do what's called a V step. So I'm going to step forward and diagonal with my right foot, out. I'm going to step forward and diagonal with my left foot, out. And then on 7, I'm going to step back with my right foot to about the center. And then on 8, I'm going to step back with my left foot to the center. So those full 8 counts look like this. We go wizard 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so we just finished our V step, 5, 6, 7, 8. Here we're going to do 2 toe heel stomps. So I'm going to show you, I'll turn and face the camera so you can see what it looks like from the front. I'm going to touch my right toe inwards, and then I'm going to touch my right heel inwards, and then I'm going to stomp. So 1 and 2, both on the right and the left side. So what that looks like from the back, 1 and 2. And then we're going to do the same thing on the left side, 3 and 4. On 5 and 6, I'm going to do 2 more heel switches like we did in the very beginning. 5 with my right first, 5 and 6, and do 1 more my right, 7. And on and 8, we're going to do 2 claps, and 8. So that those full 8 counts after we did the V step look like this. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6, and 7 and 8. Cool? You can't sit there. You're going to block my feet. Okay, we just did the heel switch and clap clap. These 2, we're going to do 2 more pivot turns like we did before, only these are over our right shoulder and stepping with our left foot. So they're the opposite direction from the 2 pivot turns that we did earlier in the dance. So I'm going to step forward with my left foot this time, turn over my right shoulder. 1, 2, and do 1 more. Step forward with my left, turn over my right shoulder. 3, 4. On 5, I'm going to bring my left foot back to the center. I'm going to point my left toe kind of toward my right in this direction. On 5 and 6, I'm going to grind my heel out to the left side. And on 6, I'm going to step back with my right foot. So it's a quarter turn heel grind. 5, 6. From here, I'm going to do a coaster step with my left foot, stepping my left foot back, 7 and 8. And that's the end of the dance. So the last 8 counts look like this. So we just did step, clap, clap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay, so let's run this dance all the way through with counts from the top. So starting with a right heel switch, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And that is the end of the dance. It is 32 counts, about an improver level, with no tags and no restarts. So go ahead and have a blast.